In this video, we're going to discuss CRA models for decimal subtraction with like place values. So we have 27 hundredths. We want to take away 9 hundredths. So we have like place values. We're talking about hundredths for both. So we're going to show why this is 18 hundredths. So we have our 2 tenths. So again, this is working off the assumption that this base 10 tool is worth 1. This is our whole. So each of these is a tenth. Each of these is a hundredth. So for 27 hundredths, we have 2 tenths and 7 hundredths. So we're going to take away 9 hundredths. So I need to take away 9 of these cubes. I only have 7, so I need to ungroup one of these tenths. So rather than that being a tenth, we will think of that as 10 hundredths. And then since they're hundredths, we'll put them in that hundredths place value spot. Okay, so we want to subtract or take away 9. I'm just going to move one of these over here. So I'll take away these 9. I'm just going to set them right off to the side here. So those are the ones that we've subtracted. Okay, so then what we're left with is 1 tenth and 8 hundredths, or 18 hundredths. Okay, so that's our concrete model. Again, using the base 10 blocks and place value mat. And then for a representational model, it'll be similar, but just using a drawing. So again, we want to take away or cross out 9 hundredths. So I have 2 tenths, 7 hundredths, so I don't quite have 9, so I can't remove that. So this tenth right here, okay, I'm going to ungroup this into 10 hundredths. So now I have 1 tenth and I have 17 hundredths. So if I want to subtract 9, I'm just going to cross these out. Okay, so that's subtracting 9. So then I'm looking at what am I left with? I'm left with this 1. Left with that 1 tenth right here because this other one has been ungrouped already. And then I have my original 7 tenths, but then I have a tenth, or hundredths, but I have another hundredth down here. Yeah, so 18 hundredths. And then abstract model. Right, so kind of what we had shown earlier. Oh, I don't know why that's 16. There should be an 18 there. All right, so this would be one abstract model, right? Just kind of what we had written earlier. Again, since we're working with decimals that end with the same place value in the hundredths place, we can think of this pretty easily as a fraction subtraction problem. And then our denominators are going to stay the same because we're always talking about hundredths. So it just kind of turns into 27 minus 9. We can also think of that place value or that denominator as a label and kind of turn this into a whole number subtraction problem. So it just turns into 27 minus 9, and then we're just retaining that label. So our answer would be 18 and then hundredths written out. Or we can use our actual standard algorithm, and this kind of aligns with the steps that we showed with the concrete and the representational model. We have 7 hundredths, we need to subtract or take away 9, so we're not able to do that since we only have 7. Right, so that's why we took one of those tenths, right, which left the other, so there's still one remaining. We took one of them and regrouped that as 10 hundredths, and then with those original 7 hundredths, now we had a total of 17 hundredths. Then when we took away 9, we were left with the 8 hundredths. I don't know why I wrote 16 again. I got 16 in my mind up there, sorry. And then since we have the 1 tenth and we're not taking away any tenths, we'd still have that tenth. Okay, so we still have the 1 tenth and 8 hundredths or 18 hundredths.